This simple content strategy will get you tons of new Invisalign patients. So if you're a dentist or dental practice owner struggling to use Instagram and TikTok to bring in new Invisalign patients, don't worry, you're not alone. Social media can feel overwhelming, but today I'm going to simplify it for you. In this video, I'll show you how to create simple, engaging content that works specifically for Instagram and TikTok. And the best part of all of this is that you don't need to dedicate hours to growing your social media or even need to be a social media expert to make all of this happen. So, why social media matters for Invisalign. Invisalign patients and all dental patients often research online before booking a consultation. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok allow you to connect with these potential patients on a personal level and show them why Invisalign is the right choice for their smile at your practice. So, what you'll learn today, you'll learn a step-by-step strategy to attract Invisalign patients using social media, and you'll also see examples of content that work and actionable tips to implement these pieces of content immediately. So, the problem with most dental content is that, the people post before and after photos, generic tips, or random posts, but these do not convert viewers. They do look nice, but they will not convert your viewers. And the reason for this is that most practices focus on what they want to share rather than what their audience wants to see. Social media requires engaging, emotionally resonant content to grab and build that trust. So here's how we fix this. We use a 3-step framework. Number 1, hook them with quick wins. Number 2, build trust with authentic content. And number 3, and most importantly, guide them to take action. So I'm going to quickly go deeper into each step. So step 1, you need to hook them with quick wins. So Instagram and TikTok, they're fast-moving platforms, so you only have a few seconds to grab the viewer's attention before they scroll past your content into this endless ether of other content. And attention spans are really short. You only have around 3 seconds to stop somebody from scrolling. So here's how to create effective hooks. You could try starting with a bold statement, like 3 surprising benefits of Invisalign you didn't know about, to hook the viewer to watching the rest of the video. You could also use visual hooks, so text overlays, bold colors, movement, even sounds to sort of stop the scroll and keep them watching your hook, right? You could also use something like, show an Invisalign tray, a quick smile transformation in the first few seconds of the video as your hook. Number 3, you could ask questions that your audience cares about. So people who are looking to buy Invisalign or get Invisalign treatment, you could ask them, can Invisalign work for me? Or how long does Invisalign take? Some examples of these high-performing hooks, you could show a split screen, one side with a traditional image of braces, the other one with Invisalign, and caption it, which one would you choose? Could use some humor, which is always great at getting people to stop the scroll. Could use a quote like, tired of food getting stuck in braces, Invisalign might be your new best friend. I'm not sure if that's that funny, but you get the idea. So when your audience sees content that's immediately useful, funny, bold, relatable, they're more likely to stick around and engage. The next step is to build trust with authentic content. So after you've hooked them in that first 3 seconds, you then need to build the trust. Now, trust is crucial because patients want to know the person behind the practice. They book with people they like and they trust. And here's what works. Patient stories are great. Interviewing happy Invisalign patients, obviously you need their consent, and also asking them to share their experience will help, you hear it from the person with the good experience. You hear how they were before the treatment, what the treatment was like, and how the treatment changed their life. And that's great for building trust. So somebody who wants Invisalign will come to your practice to get it. Another thing you could do is show behind the scenes videos, right? And this shows the process of creating the custom trays for Invisalign, explaining how the consultation works, a walkthrough of that consultation to reduce the anxiety around coming to the dentist. You could also highlight your team's personalities, show an office tour, introduce the team, stuff like that. You can show humor, warmth, professionalism, whatever you're trying to go for and whatever you're trying to portray to potential patients. Another route you could go down is posting educational content. So FAQs, providing some value, building trust with that patient. So does Invisalign hurt? What's the cost breakdown? The questions they really want to know before they will buy. So the key is to be real and relatable. Use your phone to film short, authentic clips. It's raw and scripted moments that perform best on these platforms. So here's some tips for filming authentic content. Number 1, you keep it simple. Use your phone. You don't need professional videography, although it's nice to have. You can do all this on an iPhone. 2, you need to be relatable. Smile, look directly into the camera, speak casually, make yourself likable. Number 3, don't over edit. there's some reels where people, there's explosions, stuff like that. Obviously that's hyperbole, but people really do over edit their videos. So when we say real and raw content performs better, it's because it shows that, that real side of you and your practice, the authentic side of your practice, rather than some maybe polished video or over edited video that doesn't really, show what you're trying to get across to potential patients. Step number 3, and most importantly, guide them to take action. The final step is to turn that engagement into action. You want viewers to go from engaging with your content to booking that free consultation for Invisalign. CTAs are so important because even if you have a great video, great hook, engaging content, you build that like and that trust, they won't know what to do if you don't have a clear next step. And that's why CTAs, call to actions, matter. And here's how to do a good CTA. The first type of CTA is a direct CTA, where it's something like, click the link in our bio to book your free Invisalign consultation, DM us your questions about Invisalign, we'd love to help. It's very direct, it directs the viewer to do something specific, okay? You could also use clickable links, so you could use tools like Linktree to provide a one-stop shop for booking consultations, FAQs, testimonials, anything the patient would need to know before booking that consultation, right? You could regularly test the booking process yourself to ensure that that's all smooth. Which is really good because you don't want to have a Linktree that doesn't work, and then your CTA will fail. You can also create urgency. That's when you reduce, let's say, the number of free consultations you offer, so that the person who's viewing the content is like, okay, I've got to go and get in now so I don't miss my opportunity, right? For example, book your consultation this month, get £100 off your Invisalign treatment, because if they didn't book then, they're paying an extra £100 for Invisalign. That's just psychology. Nobody wants to do that. You could also do, as I said earlier, spots fill up fast, book now to secure your free consultation. Here's some engagement tips for CTAs. You could use graphics, you could use captions. These will all reinforce the CTA visually. You can also mention, the CTA in the middle of the video and at the end of the video for better retention. It keeps people watching the video longer. Good retention means that it gets pushed out to more people, increases those views, increases the number of potential patients viewing the content. So this is a really important tip. The goal is all about making the next step simple and compelling, right? So here's some additional tips to maximize results. You can engage with comments and DMs, respond to the questions and comments quickly to show that you care. Speed to lead, we call it, where you need to get to that patient quickly so it's fresh in their mind. You answer their questions. This is all really important for getting them to actually book a consultation for Invisalign, right? You could also use Instagram stories, which are great for Q&A sessions, answering any questions they may have about Invisalign, stuff like that. The next tip is to post consistently. Now, this is really important. You should be aiming for at least 3 to 5 posts per week on TikTok and Instagram. And you can experiment with different posting times, whatever works best for your practice. There are some, well-known posting times that do perform better, but really it depends on your practice, okay? Now, you can also analyze what's working. Use Instagram Insights, the TikTok analytics. These can all help you track your engagement and reach. You can see specifically when viewers, dropped off in the video. So if people are watching to the 4th second of the video, you can look at the video now and be like, why did they drop off at this point? If the data is showing that a lot of people did, it really helps refine and improve your videos and improve the process, right? You can also double down on the type of content that does perform the best. So if you're getting a video with a bunch of views, or maybe a video isn't performing well with views, but you're actually getting a bunch of inquiries for Invisalign from that video, create similar videos to that. Try and replicate the structure of that video to create better content going forward. Here's some quick bonus tools to make content creation easier. So for editing, you can use CapCut. They have a free version and a paid version. It's native to TikTok, so you can actually edit in the TikTok app if that's something you're interested in. You can also use Canva to create this sort of branded static posts, so pictures, stuff like that of your work, okay? You can also use scheduling tools, so there's Later or Buffer. These let you schedule posts months in advance, and that makes sure you have that clear strategy of posting and you stay consistent, sticking to that 3 to 5 posts a week goal. Now, if you're struggling with content ideas, you can check out trending sounds and hashtags on TikTok for inspiration. Hashtags like Invisalign, Smile Makeover, stuff like that. You can see what other dental practices are doing, and if they're performing well, you can replicate them for your own practice. You should be following other successful dental practices to see what's working in your niche. So, let's recap. To attract more Invisalign patients using Instagram and TikTok, 1, you need to hook them with quick wins. Grab attention immediately with viable insights or relatable questions. Number 2, build trust with authentic content. Show the human side of your practice and connect emotionally with your audience. And number 3, guide them to take action. Use clear CTAs and easy booking options to turn viewers into patients. This approach works because it combines education, engagement, and action into a simple strategy. And the best part about it all is it's repeatable. Start small, film 1 or 2 videos a week, post consistently, and pay attention to what resonates with your audience. And over time, you'll see inquiries increase. You'll establish your practice as the go-to for Invisalign treatment in your area. So if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Share any video ideas you want me to cover going forward. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.